everyone, Eugene Fedorovsky coming at you live from Brooklyn, New York. Happy Monday, happy new beginning of the whole week. Now I know that a lot of you guys don't like Mondays because the weekend is over, it's time to go back to work, but that's okay. Whenever I used to hate Mondays, I used to remind myself that it's just the beginning of the week. Mondays is just that, a beginning of a new week. Nothing more, nothing less. So I highly encourage you guys to develop the same kind of attitude towards Mondays. Because Mondays don't suck. Yeah, to some of us they're difficult, but Mondays don't suck. So with that said, today I have a question for you. Do you guys want to make August a successful month? Do you want to make August the best month ever? If the answer is yes, stay tuned and I will tell you exactly what you can do step by step, give you a roadmap on how to do that. Now, a lot of us, or most of you I should say, have heard me mention the words vision and goal pretty often, because I believe that if you don't set a goal of what you want to accomplish, you will not accomplish it. Because if you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? So that's step one. After you actually set your goal, you need to figure out a way to get to the goal and plan it out. Now today is Monday, so it's a great day to sit down and write out your goals for the rest of the week. Now I prefer Sunday night, but Monday is just as good. Today is also very special because it's the end of the month. Tomorrow is August 1st. You get a chance to kick off August and the second part of this year strong. Go into the fall and the winter months with motion. Think of that. Think about that for a sec. Would you want to hit the ground running, so to speak, before September, October, November, December get here? There's 5 months left in a year. Yeah, 7 months are practically gone. So what can you do with the rest of the 5 months? So let me share with you what it is. So once you set your goals and your vision, and you know what you want, and you're starting to figure out how you're going to get it, there is a roadmap that I want to share with you that I learned from Tanya Eliza. Now, it's very concise and very, very helpful. So it would help if you take notes. If you would like it written out, I did take notes during the presentation, so I'll gladly share them with you. You can just send me a message if it's on Facebook or comment below if you're on my blog. So let's start. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what you want your monthly income goal in your business to be. Could be $500, could be $1,000, could be $2,000, could be $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is that you want it to be. Once you figure out what your monthly goal is, the next step is to figure out how much do you get per sale. Like when you sell your startup kit, how much do you earn from that startup kit? Now in every company it's different. Some companies have 50, 100, 250, some even 1,000. So, and it might vary. Like in my company there's different ways to start. But use an average one that is the most beneficial to the person that they would join at. So let's say for this example we'll take $250. Then you set the monthly income goal, and you take the set monthly income goal and you divide it per sale. And this will tell you how many sales you need to do a month. So in this example, you take $5,000 that you want to earn, you divide it by you divide it by 250 because that's the earnings per each sale, and you get 20. Which means that you need 20 sales per month, personal sales, to hit your income goal of $5,000. Then you take that 20 sales, you divide it by 30 days that there are in a month, and you get 0.67. So every single day in the next month, in the month of August, you will need 0.67 sales. Now if you round it up to 1, then the numbers become bigger. Then you're going to make 30 sales. And then your earnings are going to go up. So rounding is fun. So remember, this is for you personally. Because right now you want to focus on building the business as you would want somebody else to build it. So for those people that will tell me, oh, I don't have a team, that's okay, because this is personal. Now, as you grow your team, or a new team, or no team, you'll have more people contributing to this monthly income, and you'll be able to hit your numbers faster. So the other part of this is you have to keep track of your daily activities for the next 30 days. And they have to be exact activities, because you're going to need to know your numbers. You're going to need to know your conversion ratio, so to speak. So, for example, let's say during the month of August, you track your numbers and you find out that you sit down and you make 100 phone calls. Out of those 100 phone calls, you write down the amount of people you speak with. So let's say 50. So out of 100 people that you call on the phone, not on Messenger, not text message, well, you could also text message, but as an introduction, but actually call on the phone, how many people do you speak with? Not voicemails, but speak with. So let's call it 50. Out of those 50, how many appointments do you set? A very good network marketer sets about 30%. So I would, for this example, to keep it simple, let's say 10. So 10 appointments out of 50 people you speak with. That's how many you set. Then out of those 10 appointments, how many of them turn out into presentations? Now you speak to 10 people, how many are willing to watch the video? Or how many are willing to sit down with you and go through a presentation, or sizzle call, whatever tool you use in your company. So let's call it 6. So 6 out of 10 people will sit down to watch the presentation. And then out of those 6 people, how many sign up? I went for a very conservative number, 2. So 2 out of 6 people will sign up, which is 30%. So that's pretty average. Now, once you come up with these statistics, these are the ratios that you want to know. How many calls are needed to make a connection? And you find that out by taking the amount of calls you need to make, and you divide that by how many people you speak with. So in our example, it was 100 calls we made, 50 people we spoke with, so the ratio is 2. So for every person that you want to speak to, you need to make 2 phone calls. How many connections do you need to make an appointment? Well, that would be 5. Because we're taking 50 people that we're speaking to, 10 appointments we made, so for every 5 people that you speak with, you're going to get 1 appointment. Or, obviously here your numbers will go in. Your numbers might be better. How many appointments to get a presentation? You take the amount of appointments you set, and you divide it by the number of presentations. So in this case, it's 10 divided by 6, which comes out to be 1.67. So for every presentation, you will need, rounded up, 2 appointments, roughly. How many presentations do you need to get a sale? You take the amount of presentations you do, and you divide it by amount of signups. So in this case, 6 by 2. So for every 3 presentations, you're going to get a sale, or vice versa. For every sale, you need to do 3 presentations. Then, how many calls to make a sale? So in my example, you made 100 phone calls, you made 2 sales or signups, so that's 50 phone calls you have to make a sale. And how much does that come out to be on income per call? So let's say it's $250 per sale, using the previous example. You make 50 phone calls, that's $5 a phone call. Now this $5 is no matter whether the person picks up or not. Doesn't this excite you? Won't this actually make you pick up the phone? Imagine the scenario. You're sitting there and you're thinking, do I call this person? Do I not call this person? And then you remind yourself, wait a minute, if I call this person whether they buy or not, I make $5. $5 per phone call. You make 100 phone calls, that's $500. So think of it this way, no matter whether they pick up or not, you get $5, or whatever your ratio is. That should get you pretty fired up. So this tracking will help you find out what it is that you need to do daily. So in our example, if you want to earn $5,000 per month, you have to make 50 phone calls. Now you're going to ask me, where am I going to get all these people? Well, there's different ways of getting people. You can do meetup groups. You can do go through Facebook Messenger, reach out to people, and then make the phone calls to them. You can call professionals. There's a great course by Todd Falcone on how to recruit professionals. I have it. If you want to learn more about it, feel free to reach out to me. I can give you some tips from that course. It's fantastic. There's a lot of other ways. You can pick up the white pages and start going from that. So that's if you really want to do your numbers. So there's a bunch of other sources. Now you can also visit rayhigdon.com and sign up for his 29 sources of leads. It's a fantastic audio. It tells you 29 places where you can find people. You can never run out of people. So that 50 calls per day or whatever your ratio is, it's achievable. And then once you track your numbers, you're going to be able to find out which area you need to improve your numbers in, whether that's recruiting, presenting, closing, or whatever else it might be. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like, comment, and share. There's a lot of people out there who don't have a roadmap on how to get their big goals. There's some people who don't even set goals. So keep that in mind. Now, if you have an idea you want to bounce off of me, or you want some more clarification, or you want my notes, feel free to reach out to me. I'll gladly share with them. With that said, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope you have an amazing month. Remember, it's August. Summer is almost over. Let's get the ball rolling before fall is here. Have a wonderful day, guys.